Hello YouTube, it's September 12th, 2021. It's Sunday evening, 6:45 p.m. And wow, I can't believe I had that little traffic right there trying to get up my alley. A lot of people playing in the park today, which is actually pretty cool. It's been excessively hot the last week, and it's kind of cool to see that people are just going out and enjoying it anyway. So, yay. So I'm quite behind on uploading videos right now. I really kind of outdid myself. I shot so much video yesterday, and honestly, the bulk of it is just me rambling incoherently. But whatever. I just ended up doing a lot of driving and just kind of just helps me pass the time when I'm driving. So, hey, there goes the person I probably should have asked about grabbing that big speaker that was on the side of the road. Oh, anyway, yeah. So I kind of hosed myself and ended up completely running my phone out of space while I was trying to shoot the video down at the healing fields in Tempe, the big September 11th memorial. And I was honestly thinking about going there today and trying to make a second video and show a little bit more of it, but yeah, most of today was spent just trying to upload and catch up on videos that I've shot and just haven't gotten posted to YouTube. Mainly that stupid one that I shot in vertical when I was driving from the grand opening of the Union Jack over to Bullocks. I was just determined to not upload that straight up vertical, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can edit that, that'll be easy. And it ended up not being as easy as I thought it would be, and I've certainly learned a little something about how iPhones record video. Yeah, such a learning curve here. And maybe someday I'll even learn how to edit video. Although, you know, I've been kind of thinking about that, and somebody left a comment on one of my videos, one of my vlog videos in the last day or so, about, hey, you know, great work in the video or something like that. And I think they were being sarcastic. I'm not 100% sure. Sarcasm doesn't always translate well in text. But and add to that the fact that sometimes, like, sarcasm is lost on me anyway, because I tend to take everything so literally. I just basically put a love on his comment, like, okay, thank you. But yeah, so yeah, for those who haven't noticed, these vlogs have no editing at all. I mean, the closest thing I've done to editing at this point is I did have one where I was singing along to a Beatles song, and it got completely blocked for copyright, and I used the editor within the iOS YouTube app, which is really, really weak, by the way. But I did use that to kind of trim it into two videos, basically what was shot before the Beatles came on the radio and was shot after the Beatles came on the radio. And then this one that I just did, where I instead of having it be, you know, 20 minutes of vertical video, I cropped it down. I was honestly thinking the first time when I glanced at it, it looked like just the substance of the video would have fit nicely in a, there's my hand, would have fit nicely in a 4x3 frame. I chop a little bit off the top, a little bit more off the bottom, and I just leave the 4x3 in the middle. But I didn't. When I shot that one, I was holding the phone like you would hold a phone to shoot vertical video, which is the easiest way to hold a phone when you're shooting video, which is why the bulk of amateur shot video off cell phones is vertical. Found some funny discussions online actually when I was trying to figure out why I was having so many issues with trying to deal with that. This guy has no headlights on. Trying to deal with that, where somebody was asking, hey, how come when I shoot video like this it's always vertical? How can I fix that? And then somebody else like, yeah, you should never shoot video like that. Vertical video is terrible and blah blah blah. Just turn your phone sideways. And the guy's like, yeah, that's all well and good, but then I need two hands to hold my phone, which is not very functional. And of course, the guy who was bagging on vertical video had no solution to that. I mean, to me, the solution is pretty freaking obvious, and that's for the mobile phone manufacturers to set up their camera apps to where you set the orientation of how you would like your video to shoot, and then it always shoots in that orientation regardless of the orientation of the phone. But anyway, so I'm finding out about how so I ran out of space. I mean, to the point where I wanted to make more space so I could shoot the 9/11 memorial down in Tempe. I actually deleted the YouTube app off my cell phone, which of course makes getting video off my cell phone a lot more difficult. And I had what do you call it? I had taken and I'm not sure why I come in here so late. They're closing the gate in less than 10 minutes. I don't really have much on the load either. I don't know, just killing time, I guess. I was tired of being cooped up inside all day. Anyway, so I figured, whatever. What I'll just do is, since I at this point I have my karaoke computer set up in my living room, and I've been working on music and working on organizing my files on that computer. I figured I would just I have trouble getting in. About having to hold the phone with one hand because I need a hand free to open the lock, and I'm still struggling with it. Feeling pretty good. I did it with my right hand, and I'm genuinely left-handed. Moments like that, I realize I am somewhat ambidextrous. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah. So I figured, I solved that problem just by God, I don't have that much recycling. It's so dark in here. I can't see to crush it and sort it anyway. I figured I would just use Google Drive and upload it to Google Drive. Upload it to my Google Drive, and then from there download it to my PC. And it's so dark in my storage this time of the evening. Oh, and this is that. Yeah, you can't see anything because it's dark in here. That's that all-in-one radio, TV, lamp thing. I've been using it quite a bit as FM radio. As you hear, it doesn't sound good, but it isn't awful. Oh shoot, it's Sunday! That blues program is on! I forgot about this. This is so cool. You totally can't see it. Anyway, yeah, as I mentioned before, this thing's biggest weakness is there's no way to run the radio and the lamp at the same time. How stupid is that? And the other day I was in here, and as you can see, it's freaking dark, and I was trying to move some stuff around in here about this time of evening, and I tried to turn the light on, to see if that would help me see a little bit more of what was going on in there, and I could not for the life of me find the switch on the damn thing to turn the light on. And and I didn't have another light to shine a light to find the switch to turn the light on, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of having an emergency, you know, lantern or whatever it's, you know, kind of purports to be. Like the whole purpose of lights that you use in the case of a power outage, it's pretty important that those would be designed ergonomically in such a way that you can just see, or that you can just turn them on by feel. And you know, ironically, I can turn the radio on by feel, as you saw I just did. But yeah, I can't remember how the hell one turns on the light on that thing. So I'm gonna have to go in there with a flashlight later with a flashlight and shine a light on the damn thing, and I might even have to take it out from the shelf it's on and put it in the damn take it out in the sunlight to look at the thing and just figure out how the hell do I turn the light on the thing. Anyway, yeah, that thing's an epically poor design, but yet I really like the silly FM radio on it. Been using it quite a bit. Anyway, gosh, it's hardly even worth the drive here. As little as I had to unload, but at least I made progress. It's all about making progress. So anyway, I was just trying to explain. So anyway, I to try to free up space to get to where I could, you know, reinstall the YouTube app on my iPhone and just have my iPhone be functional again, because it was starting to just mess up because I completely packed it with recorded video yesterday. I was using Google Drive to upload stuff to Drive, and figuring, you know, I can just pull that down, you know, download it from there to my PC, and then upload it to YouTube from my PC. My PC is logged. My Firefox browser automatically logs into this YouTube account, and yeah, I thought that was going to be great, and waited for you know, it seemed like it took forever for that stupid video to upload to Drive, and then when it finally did, oh my goodness, look, I'm gonna been inside all day, I've been fine. Now I'm back outside and my allergies are kicking again. I'm starting to sneeze and stuff. Yikes. All these rains have got something growing that's I am definitely allergic to. Anyway, yeah, so of course the first one that I'm trying to pull off Google Drive to deal with is the vertical video, which I'm hoping to, you know, crop down to 4:3, and you can view video files from within Google Drive. For those not familiar with Google Drive, you just click on it, you can watch it, it pops up a little window in Google Drive, and you can see it. And you know, 'cause sometimes you just on a video you've got stored, you know, on a drive, you don't really need to download it, you just want to look at it or whatever. So that's handy. And when I viewed it in Google Drive, it displayed it vertically, just like it, you know, should be. And then I downloaded it and opened it up on my Windows 7 PC with, I think I just used Windows Media Player, and it was rotated 90 degrees. I'm like, what the hell do I do with this? And I do not have a program on that PC that will, you know, that will change the rotation, flip it back to vertical. The one that I have that can crop vertical video and crop, you know, different shapes out of vertical video, that thing's great. Like, it's super powerful, and I can specifically say like exactly what aspect ratio I want the video to be and how many pixels I want off the top, bottom, left, and right. And I can resize it with the thing. It's a really powerful piece of software, but it doesn't rotate anything. So I couldn't really do anything with that. Like, I could crop it down, but it wouldn't change the fact that it was suddenly sideways. And I found an online website, hey, just upload this here and it'll automatically rotate it for it. But it had a file size limit of like 500 megs in this video file because of its length was about a gig long. Because it was shot at 1080p, but it's, instead of being 1920 by 1080, it's 1080 by 1920. Of course, now it's rotated itself and it's 1920 by 1080 and sideways. So I don't know. I don't really understand how that works. Like that's all. My previous experience with vertical video had been that it's actually just normal video, but it's vertical. I've never experienced this whole suddenly sideways phenomenon. So what I ended up doing was upload. I've got another YouTube channel that I'm not really doing much with. I'm kind of hoping to make it into what my old YouTube channel used to be, as far as like music videos that I've done, either ripped myself or I've done things to improve from whatever copy I had. And right now I've got three music videos that I type on the channel. That's it on it. And I'll probably go about putting some karaoke tracks on there as well. And wow, I was trying to go to Walter Street Station, and Walter Station. I think I just drove right the hell past it. Actually, you know what? I went the wrong direction to get there. Go me. All right, I'm just having fun driving around the hood. Yeah. So anyway, I thought, well, maybe, like, I always upload these videos directly to YouTube, and there's never a problem with the orientation on the random times when I have shot vertical videos. So maybe there's some kind of metadata in there that Windows Media Player doesn't recognize that YouTube does. So maybe I can just upload it to my other YouTube channel and then use my YouTube downloader from there, because I've downloaded from YouTube vertical video and it's not had this weird turn 90 degree issue. So that, well, it's kind of a convoluted way to do this, but it's not like I'm looking for high quality video. It's absolute shit quality video to begin with. I'm just trying to get it facing the right direction and not be straight up vertical. So and maybe I can just upload it to my other YouTube channel and download it with my YouTube downloader, and maybe that'll fix this weird orientation issue, and then I can crop the top and bottom of it from there, then upload it like I want it to be. And and even that didn't work. So I go to upload it on my on that YouTube channel, and it spends quite some time uploading to finally like it uploads the whole thing, and then it tells me it's processing, which is normal. It's like almost all YouTube videos. When you upload them, YouTube does some processing, which will change, changes the codecs and changes it'll try and change your bit rates. Oh, and just word to the wise for anybody uploading anything to YouTube, always make sure at the very least that you're uploading it at least 480p, like 640 by 480 or a higher resolution, even if your source video is of a lower resolution, because regardless of how good your audio is on that lower resolution video, YouTube will downgrade it to 96 kbit mono audio. I don't understand why it does that. I don't understand why they don't seem to understand that a low resolution video can be accompanied with good quality audio, but that's what YouTube does. Anyway, I looked at the video properties. The program I use for the cropping, it also has this interface where I can look at the specific video property. It shows me the codec in use and audio and video codec, how many channels, how many streams, what bit rate they're each at. It's pretty, it goes pretty in depth. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. My video's all with 96 kbit mono, which is perfectly fine. I mean, how good of quality am I recording on this iPhone using its microphone isn't awful, but it's nothing to brag about, and obviously it's a single microphone, so mono, that's fine. So anyway, I'm sorry, I hope you're able to follow this, because I know I'm kind of talking in circles here. But anyway, so I got to upload it on my other YouTube channel, and it's going through the it took quite some time to upload, and then it's taking quite some time to go through the processing phase. And after God knows how much total time like wasted on this, I get a pop-up message telling me that I cannot upload that video to my channel because I can't have any videos longer than 15 minutes on that YouTube channel until I have it verified. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? And at that point, I'm not even bothering to do that. I'm just annoyed. I'm like, when did this become a thing? So I end up uploading it to this YouTube channel, but I do it as a instead of doing it as a public video, I do it as a hidden video, because that's an option for those who don't mess with their uploading videos to the YouTube account. That's, if you want to put a video and have it hidden to where it doesn't show on anybody, just where it doesn't show up on the algorithm and people searching your videos, and doesn't show up on your channel, but it's still available for people to watch, that you send them a specific link to. That's a thing. That's an option. So I did it right this time. Anyway, so anyway, I did that. Uploaded it to this channel as because obviously there's no length on how long of a video I can do on this channel, and yeah, I upload it to this channel, and it's and put it as hidden, and then I use the YouTube downloader to download it from this channel, and it's and it does come back like not. It fits. My theory was right. Like, it did whatever is in present in the metadata of that file that tells it it's vertical. YouTube keyed in on it, and it made it vertical. So it did fix that. And then as I downloaded it downloaded it as a vertical as opposed to rotated 90 degrees. But the processing on YouTube just totally butchered the resolution. Took it from 1,920 pixels tall and 1,080 pixels wide, and it made it to where it was 1,080 pixels wide and just whatever the width would be. It was like 500 and something or 600 and something to maintain that aspect ratio. So it greatly reduced the size of the video. Fortunately, it was just the video was like super blurry anyway, so it didn't matter. But it was kind of annoying to see that it, like, really, YouTube, why did you do that? Why did you have to reduce the resolution like that? So I ended up looking it over, and as I was holding my phone like on the steering wheel as I was driving, I didn't do really good at keeping it always in the same position. So like the horizontal, the horizon where you see the traffic and stuff, which is what I'm trying to get centered in the video, it kind of moved through the duration of the video. At one point it was kind of higher up, and if it stayed there the whole time, I could have cropped it nicely into 4:3, but at one point it kind of crops down. And then at the very end of the video, there's a rather thick woman that's kind of like loitering, chatting on her phone in front of my car, which that got included. But I never did talk to her, but she seemed interesting. Yeah, I didn't want to have to crop any more of her than I had to. Anyway, in order to keep the traffic and everything visible for the whole thing, I ended up cropping it square, 1:1 aspect ratio, and just to upload it at a standardized size that I know YouTube won't fuck with and downgrade even more. When I did the cropping to get it square, I had it resize it to 720 pixels by 720 pixels, and that's what I got finally hit my YouTube channel this morning. So of course, by the time you're seeing this, God knows how many days it'll be as behind as I am by the time I get this video uploaded. But there's a little FYI, if you watch that video, how much hell I went through trying to get that totally low quality, unscripted, quote unquote, unedited video uploaded. So for the person who I think was making a snide comment about, oh yeah, a lot of work you did on this video, you'd be surprised how much work it's done on some of these videos. Now granted, some of them I just shoot and I upload and title them, and that's all that I have to do. But man, when I get low on space, or like in the instance of that where I wanted to crop it to a different aspect ratio, man, that was a lot of hell. And a lot of it's learning curve, you know, and I still haven't figured out what the deal is about how it rotated 90 degrees and why it did that, and what, you know, what to do about that in the future and how that exactly works. I mean, everything I've told you is everything I know, which is a lot of I don't know. I did have another video which I also got posted today. There's a video I shot Friday morning. It's the only video I shot Friday, as I was driving to Bullock's to work on music a little bit, pack up my gear, and also get breakfast. And one of my favorite singers, her name's Jasmine. She's really cool. She actually bought me breakfast, so thank you, Jasmine. Didn't expect to see her there that early at the bar, considering she stayed pretty late singing on Thursday night. But anyway, yeah, so I shot that video. Nothing unusual about that one other than it was kind of sizable, and I just wanted to get it the hell off my phone, you know, so it went to Drive, and when I downloaded it from Drive onto my PC, when I opened it in Windows Media Player, it was upside down. Like, it was rotated 180 degrees. It was, you know, 1080p, but upside down. I'm like, wow. And which tells me that the position that this phone is in right now, which puts the camera to the right, hanging out the cell phone mount so you can see what's in front of me as I'm driving around. Something about the way iOS records that, it's actually shooting the video apparently upside down with some kind of a flag that tells some software programs, hey, give this a 180 before you display it. Strikes me as super freaking weird. Again, I never noticed this before because I've just been taking and uploading the stuff directly to YouTube and watching on YouTube, or I've been occasionally, like stuff that I don't share on YouTube, it ends up going to my Google Drive, and again, I'm just simply watching it in Drive. I haven't been downloading it to my PC and opening it to my PC. So I was pretty surprised to see it upside down when I opened it. I'm like, oh, that's fucking fabulous. And I ended up just, you know, uploading that directly to YouTube, and whatever the data is that gets put in there by the iPhone, Windows Media Player doesn't read it, YouTube does, because when that video got posted on, when I posted that earlier today, Sunday, by the way, as I'm recording this is Sunday. It probably won't be Monday or Tuesday till I get the damn thing uploaded, maybe later. But yeah, I did watch a bit of that one on YouTube, and yeah, I watch it on my PC. It's upside down in Windows Media Player, but uploading it from my PC to YouTube magically flipped it back right side up. So I don't understand how that stuff works. If you could shed a little light on how and why that happens and ways to cope with it, I would appreciate it. That's what my comments are for. But anyway, wow. Wasted 29 minutes discussing that. Welcome to my world. Anyway, I'm at Walter Street. I don't know why I would call it Walter Street Station. It's Walter Station. But yeah, I'm craving some quality beer. So I'll be back, more video later, and I'm gonna have me some beer.